Mike Waring, alias the Falcon. Working for Uncle Sam, I do a lot of traveling. This time, the name on my plane ticket said San Diego. It's one of the country's most colorful and fastest-growing cities. When a city grows, it needs houses, and the federal government loans millions of dollars to help local contractors build them for deserving citizens. But wherever big money's being spent, you'll always find somebody trying to grab it the easy way. When they do, Uncle Sam stops them. For instance, this federal agent recording a meeting of some easy money boys in a hotel room.
Hold it, everybody. What's this wire? Somebody's listening. Shh. Smart guy. Fork it over.
What are you talking about?
We know you got our room wired. Now, give me that recorder tape. Give it to me quick.
You're asking for trouble, mister.
You ain't about to give it to me.
I'm calling the desk. Operator, this is room 229. There's a fight going on next door. I'll get...
Wait. They'll be back.
Who?
Tape.
Tape?
In my pocket.
You mean this?
Keep it. Don't let them get it. Oh.
Don't talk. Operator. Operator.
What's going on in here, miss?
There was a fight. This man's badly hurt. Are you connected with the hotel?
Yes, I'm a doctor. You're right. Somebody did give him a working over. Would you go to room 341 and pick up my bag? It's on the chair right by the door.
Surely, doctor.
All right, copper. What did you do with that roll of tape?
I beg your pardon, but could you tell me where room 341 is?
We don't have any room 341. The highest we go is at 331.
Maybe the doctor meant 331. Do you mind if I go in and see if his bag is there?
Oh, nobody's occupying this room now, miss. They checked out a few minutes ago. I just cleaned it.
Oh, maybe I misunderstood the number. Thank you.
Just a minute, lady. Where you going?
Why, into this room.
Don't bother. I'll take care of things in there.
May I ask who you are, sir?
I'm the hotel detective.
Oh, I'm glad you got here. You can tell the doctor he gave me the wrong room number.
Doctor?
He's inside. My room's right next door if I can help. Oh, by the way, the man in there gave me something. He said he didn't want the others to get it.
Others? What others?
I don't know. I guess he meant the ones who were beating him up.
I'll take care of it, miss, and see the proper person gets it.
Oh, will you? That's kind of you. Thanks. Call me if I can help.
You bet, lady.
When he was beaten up, he was making a recording of something going on in a hotel room on the floor above. We found his recording machine. He roll of tape was going.
What sort of an assignment was he on?
He was trying to identify a gang that was shaking down local contractors for protection money.
Oh, in other words, if we find the roll of tape, we've solved the case. Is that it?
Exactly. There's only one thing you've got to do.
What?
Go find him.
Look, Mr. Waring, I'd like to cooperate, but I only have a 36-hour leave, and I don't want to get mixed up in any trouble.
Well, I'm afraid you are already, miss. This report states that you were the first on hand when the man was being beaten next door.
Well, that's true, but I was only trying to help. The hotel detective will tell you that.
Hotel detective? What hotel detective?
The one who works here.
Look, lady, I'm Joe Dermott. I'm the hotel detective.
You're joking.
Miss, this other man, did he give you his name?
Well, no, he didn't, but he knew about the trouble next door, wouldn't let me go back into the room.
Well, that's the tip-off. He was after the tape.
Well, I'm afraid he got what he wanted.
What do you mean?
I gave him the tape.
What?
How did the tape happen to be in your possession?
Well, when I went to help the man who was hurt, he gave it to me and said, keep. Don't let them get it.
Who do you mean by them?
I don't know. I thought it was all right. The detective said he'd give it to the proper person.
Angel, I think I know who that person was.
Who?
The man we hoped it would put in jail. I had Grace Miller go through the police mug book on the chance she'd identify the phony detectives. We hit pay dirt. He was Chuck Morency, alias Chicago Claude, on parole. And the record said he was living at number 14 Latuna Motel.
Yeah, I know you're pretty cagey, but how'd you figure the dame had it? I didn't. The minute I made out it was a house dick, she handed me this.
Yeah, well, now we got it. Let's burn it and get out of here.
You blow a gasket or something? What do you mean? Use your head, Pete. This little roll of tape is going to bring us 25 grand.
The feds will pay that for it? Now, you're crazy.
I'm not talking about Uncle Sam. I'm talking about the boys he's after, the guys who wouldn't cut us in on their little racket. This roll of tape identifies every one of them.
Well, look, lame brain, we were at the same meeting. It also identifies us.
The part where me and you were talking, we erased, see? Just wipe it off the tape, that's all. So you rent a recording machine like I phoned you?
Yeah, I got it over here by the bed.
Put it here on the table. We'll play this stuff and see how much we have to rub out.
All right.
I'll play it all the way through first. Now, listen.
Joe, I'd like to have you meet Chuck Morency and Pete Caddy. Fellas, this is Joe Dermott. How are you?
All right. Now, what's the angle? Why you guys
Come
can't
on.
see me? Thought I told you guys to get out of town.
Maybe we still got business here.
Get the roll of tape, Whitey.
Car just pulled up outside. I'll get the tape. Let's get out the back way.
Pete, snap out of it.
Hey, they got the tape. We're dead.
Kid yourself. They want to play it rough, that's the way they'll get it.
Oh, we missed the party.
Must have been quite a fight.
Yes, and I think I know what it was over.
What?
The same thing I'm looking for. A roll of tape.
Find something?
Maybe. May Dawn's Early Light Club, 26 Front Street.
Here's several more.
Well, this Morency must have been a pretty good customer.
Either that or a heavy smoker.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Have a nightcap at the dawn's early light?
Yeah, me, Angel, but not you. I'm taking you to your hotel.
Hey, wait a minute. That's not fair.
It may not be fair, but it's certainly safe.
I'm not afraid.
No, but I am.
Of what?
You have a bad habit of running into fights, and I don't want any of it to rub off on me. Shall we?
We got a break. It's Joe, and he's alone.
Yeah, I knew he'd show up here.
Sam.
Hi, Joe. What'll be?
Nothing. Where's the boss?
Inside.
Just a minute. Come in.
Hiya, May.
What do you want, flat top?
Well, I got it. Here's the tape.
What'd you have to do, crawl in a cement mixer to get it?
Me and Whitey had to take it away from Chuck Morency. We had a little argument. You know, May, that was a great idea, me playing along with this Mike Waring. Otherwise, I'd have never known Morency had the tape. You know what him and Pete Caddy was going to do with it?
I got a good idea, but go ahead. I don't want to be a point killer.
They were going to hold it over our heads for 25 grand.
There's a guy outside asking for you.
Who is he?
Says his name's Mike Waring.
Waring?
Well, you stupid lunkhead. How'd he get my name?
I don't know. I sure didn't tell him.
What am I going to do? The guy's waiting.
Get in that closet. Stay out of sight. Show the gentleman in.
It's okay. You can go in.
Thanks.
How'd you do? What'd you say your name was, honey? Wilburton?
No, my name is Mike Waring. Here are my credentials.
Oh. I knew you was a government man from your bills. Sit down.
Thank you.
I got a soft spot in my heart for you fellas. I used to be in love with a government man. He was my parole officer.
Well, that must have made it easier to report.
Are you kidding? I was bootlegging at the time. What did you want to see me about, honey?
About a friend of yours, Chuck Morency.
Morency? Never heard of him in my life.
Well, tell me, does the name Caddy strike a bell?
Caddy? Not even a tingle. Now, what other wrong names do you have, honey?
Okay, May, let's get off the merry-go-round. If you don't know Chuck Morency, how come he carried your calling cards around in his pockets?
Where'd you get these?
In Morency's motel. Now, you want to talk up, or would you like to see my imagination run wild?
Well, I got a large acquaintance, but I don't know everybody that's got my matches. But you got me, honey. I do know Chuck Morency. He and Pete Caddy brought this by for me to keep safe.
Did they tell you what was on this?
Not a word. You think it's important, maybe?
Well, I got a hunch, sweetheart, that this little canned bit of conversation could put Caddy and Morency away for the next 15 years.
Well, that'll certainly take a lot off my mind. Would you like a sarsaparilla or something, honey? Be my guest.
No, thanks, Angel. I'm in a little bit of a hurry to see what this tape says. See you.
Here, have some of my matches.
Thank you.
May, are you crazy? What'd you give him the tape for?
Pipe down, chump. You just heard the sweetest little frame of your life. Now the heat's off us and on to Morency and Caddy.
But the tape, what happens when Waring hears it?
He won't, stupid. That's your job. Get it back. Side door.
night, sir.
Good night, pal.
Hey, he's rolling the guy. Come on. Chuck, somebody, come on, come on.
Feel better?
A fight, and sure enough, you turn up. What do you make these things contagious?
It's a good thing for you I showed up. My taxi scared them away.
Scared who away?
The men you were fighting for the roll of tape.
Can I get you another wet towel, miss?
No. No, everything's fine. Thanks. Thanks for everything.
Hey, sit down. You're still weak.
Yeah, you better sit down, mister. I'll get you a cup of coffee.
Look. Everything is okay, pal. Now, will you just take a hike, please?
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, miss.
How did you know they were fighting me for that roll of tape?
I found it outside.
Oh, Angel, you can follow me any time.
I had to. It was a case of necessity.
Why?
My orders were changed tonight. Have to report at the base tomorrow noon. So I wanted to know if you still needed me as a witness.
Well, I can answer that in about 20 minutes. Is your cab still waiting outside?
Outside the door.
Good. We'll hop back to the hotel, listen to this tape before I call Turlock.
I saw her pick up that tape. Okay, so we follow him.
But I tell you, I seen her give him the tape with my own eyes.
I don't care if you did. Then why do you have somebody else take over the hot spot? I'm through.
If he plays that tape, you're through, but good. They say where they were going?
Yeah, back to hotel.
May, it's suicide. The odds are against us.
Don't you understand? We gotta get that tape.
But it's too big a chance.
It's our only chance.
She's right, Joe. Without that tape, they ain't got a case.
Okay, May, I buy it. But tell me, how do you get into his room?
You forget I'm his pal. He thinks I'm on his side. Go get the car. I'll be out in a minute. Sam, call Whitey. Tell him we're picking him up right away.
Okay, May.
Well, that ought to do it. Let's play it back and see what we've got.
Joe, I'd like to have you meet Chuck Morency and Pete Caddy. Fellas, this is Joe Dermott.
Well, how do you like that? Joe Dermott, the detective of this hotel.
Then he knew Morency all along.
Let's hear some more.
How are you?
All right. Now, what's the angle? Why you guys have to see me?
We heard you were having a little trouble keeping the contractors in line. Me and Pete come out from the east to help you.
One gang trying to muscle in on the other. That explains why so many people want to get their hands on that tape.
It was Morency and Caddy against Joe Dermott and his crowd.
Wait here. If you're just with that gal, I'll let you right in.
Oh, yeah? Well, get this straight, mister. We don't need your help. We got everything under control out here, and if any of you Eastern boys think you're gonna cut in, you're playing the wrong hand. Now, come off it, mister, and get smart. Go back the way you came from before...
Who can that be?
Keep back and I'll see. Who is it?
It's me, honey. May Dawn.
Look, can't we make it some other time? I'm busy right now.
Oh, but it's awful important, honey. Morency knows I turned the tape over to you. So I just got to talk to you.
All right, come on in. Miss Dawn, Miss Miller.
Hello.
Look, sweetheart, I don't want to be rude, but we just started to play the tape.
Oh, you just started?
And I haven't heard 20 feet of it. Now, would you sit down for a moment?
Oh, sure, honey. Go right ahead. I'll wait.
Somebody gets hurt.
You're talking a little rough, aren't you, Joe?
Take it easy, you guys.
Open the door, Whitey. May, this is Chuck Morency and Pete Caddy.
Listen, you two-bit chiselers, we don't like you or your proposition. We're giving you 1 hour to get out of town.
Hold it, everybody. What's this wire?
Don't be a chump, honey.
I already have been.
Must be next door.
Come on over here, honey. And you too, dear. Away from that machine. Go get that roll of tape.
Oh, no, you don't. Get away from that machine.
Both of you over there.
I'll call the desk.
Oh, no, you won't, Angel. These guys are saving me a lot of trouble. Hold it, boys. Hold it. I presume you gentlemen have no further interest in this. How about you, Honey Bunch?
Remind me to give you a nice Mickey Finn the next time you come into my place.
Well, that'll be a long ways away, Angel.
You're telling me?
Give me the desk, would you, please? Oh, say, sweetheart, now that I've wrapped this case up, we can start talking about that nightcap, huh? Hello, desk? This is Mike Waring in 231. Would you send up a couple of policemen, please? I have some guests that I'd like to have checked out. Thank you. Well, what about it? Lunch for tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow I'd love it, but
Yes?
well, you'll have to swim for it. Tomorrow morning I'm shipping out for Okinawa.
When crime strikes in the city streets, when a blast of bullets breaks the silence of the night, the detectives are the frontline fighters in the nation's never-ending battle against the underworld. And leading them into action, one of Hollywood's outstanding stars, Robert Taylor, as Matt Holbrook, dedicated, hard-driving captain of this hard-hitting detective team.
One more thing, Nelson. When you learn something the hard way, you never forget it. I know that for a fact because that's the way I learned. I said that'll be all. Yes, sir.
So follow the danger trail of the detectives as week after week they track down the enemies of society in real-life stories that cover every crime in the book. Stories that expose every aspect of human nature in its moment of crisis. A great star, Robert Taylor, in television's top-ranking dramatic and action series, The Detectives.